Good luck, Moxie.
Thank you, Ophidian.
Well met, Internet. Basically, all roads lead to Wrestlemania weekend at this point, so I'm going to be taking you with me as I go about my day pretending not to be a thread goblin as usual. Before we get started, I'd like to welcome back Moxie.
Cubiando, everybody! Today's Twitter shoutout goes to @HeelTactic for retweeting our video last week about making a wrestling promo. Thanks for supporting this channel by sharing us with your friends and followers on Twitter. If you'd like your own shoutout, be sure to follow Kate @IamKateNix and retweet this video from her account. Until next time, I'm Moxie Buttercup, and wait a minute. Breaking news! I've just been informed that we passed 3,000 subscribers! Yay!
To be perfectly honest, we wouldn't have gotten here if it weren't for my friend Newt, a fragile sort of anarchy over on Tumblr. Over the past few weeks, he sent a couple hundred of you my way, and I'm so grateful that you clicked through and joined us here at the Catriarchy. Newt has been following my journey online for something like 13 years, and during that time we've gotten pretty close. He's kind of like a little brother to me, and I know that he wanted me to make a joke out of this shout out, but sorry dude, I legitimately love you and I'm happy you're my friend. Thanks for all the subscribers! Now, let's set sail on these salty seams. Get it, babe?
Yeah, I got it.
Good morning, Internet. It is, I think, around 8:45 in the morning, and somehow I am awake, showered, dressed, and my hair is done, and I made a cup of tea, and I took my meds, and I drank water. I'm killing it today so far. I'm expecting a collapse sometime in the early afternoon. I started getting into the habit of writing to-do lists at the beginning of my days last year, and I kind of fell out of it as winter came through. I'm definitely promising myself to a lot more stuff now that the spring has come, so hopefully my body keeps up with what I want to do. I'm gonna drink this tea and then write a to-do list and then get started with my day.
My first task of the day was drafting the base patterns for a commission from Dasher Hatfield. Here you can see me working on drafting his tights. He's lost a little weight since we got his measurements, so I'm adjusting them slightly as I go. There's a lot of trust involved in making wrestling gear. More often than not, I'm working from measurements my clients take themselves. I have to trust that the information they gave me is accurate, and they have to trust that I'm going to use that information to make them look their best. After that, I draft his trunks. As I get deeper into the process, I line up the seams of my patterns to make sure everything will fit during the construction later on. Then I got distracted by the yowls of a bean in distress. Let's go see. I'm just happy to be talked to. Just happy for the conversation. I came in to lay down and was immediately joined by someone. So I guess I figured out what he was crying about earlier. Thought it was just maybe that the fact that it's, it's nice out and the windows are open and that's a change. But no, it's just a request. A screaming request for cuddles. Oh wow, okay. Clearly I'm doing cuddles wrong, everybody, because chomps were needed. Put me in my place, huh? Give me what for? Wow, okay, that's real biting. Ow. Okay, I'll lay right. Sorry. Whoa! Whoa! Look, here. I did it right. I did it right. I'm laying right. I was just bullied into this affection. In case you missed that, that's what happened. Remember when I predicted that afternoon collapse?
I'm expecting a collapse sometime in the early afternoon. As expected, I fell asleep for about 2 hours. Ophidian invited one of the people that we bring over to work for us sometimes, Kayla. And now it is time for me to go back into the sewing room and join them in the excursion that is sewing the things. First, I gotta make some tea.
You could have done all of this earlier, but you were in the hallway doing crimes. So I've been instructed by Kayla that I am to make the sewing machine famous. I don't know how to break it to her that I'm not famous, so I have no control over the situation. Kayla was given this machine by her grandmother. It is from the, I believe, late 50s, early 60s, and we're gonna try and sew some replica masks on it today so that we can hopefully send her home with the capability to do replica mask bases on her own at her house. My favorite part so far of this excursion has been this extremely dope little booklet that came with the machine that has lots of good sewing advice with the well-manicured hand of this cartoon. Alright, so now time to thread and listen to music from the early 2000s.
Steal my sunshine.
It's up for me if you steal my sunshine. Wherever you go, you will find expert, dependable Singer service close at hand. Singer is interested in helping you keep your Singer sewing machine in top running condition. This is why you should always call your Singer Sewing Center if your machine ever requires adjustment or repair. Only from your Singer Sewing Center can you obtain the services of a trained Singer repairman and warranted Singer parts. Everything for the woman who sews. The answer to your sewing needs is at your Singer Sewing Center. There you will find a wide choice of sewing aids, notions, sewing instructions, and services. Look for the famous red S and Singer trademarks on your Singer Sewing Center and the ever-ready Singer service van.
It hooks the same way.
Right, it just, instead of having like a place for that to...
Like that, yeah, that little bar.
Yeah.
But it does have this, so...
Is that...
Yeah, you got it. That is correct. You're going back inside now.
And I can give you some, I think, some needles for this too. Oh, that would be great, because Grandma said there was only one needle and she felt bad. Alright, machine. Let us hear your cry. Wow, you're right about this being...
Cool.
Okay, so I can't tell the difference between when it's going and not going. I don't know that there is one. Okay, so that's working.
Let me feel it out.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so you know sometimes with old cars, because they used to do it with muscle cars where you had to like, this is not fun.
Are you saying we have to turn the key multiple times?
Yes. Once you let it go though, it will not go on the next one. So
yeah,
it needs that.
It needs the recovery time.
Yeah. It gets tired. It's like, hey, I just ran. Can you give me 5 minutes
If I
before
was
you?
like 60 years old, I'd be tired too.
This, like, the timing, like, it works. It's just something in the electrics, like, I don't want to push it. I don't know enough to, like, know if that smell and sound is, like, an actual bad thing.
Right.
So.
Oh, is that where that smell's coming from?
Oh,
Yeah.
like hauling ass.
Yeah. So while I was taking a nap earlier, Ophidian and Kayla were working in here, and she cut and lined the dasher patterns that I was working on earlier. Here's the trunk pattern that you saw me make, and the tights are about to get run through the serger. Just got done filming the intro and outro for this video that you're watching right now. And we just finished shooting Moxie's stuff. So now it's editing time, right babe?
It most definitely is. Not for me.
Not for you. You're probably still gonna keep working on your mask, right? He gold though. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you want to help keep this ship afloat, head over to katenix.com/join or the link in the description to check out our Patreon and join the Knights of the Catriarchy, like these lovely people whose names you see floating by. Right here. Maybe like here. Maybe I'll put one in my eye, and then I'll put one in my other eye, and then I'll put one on my tongue. If you're already subscribed, make sure you ring that bell to be notified each time I post a video, and I will see you all next week. Please like, and subscribe.
We can't guarantee it's worth it. You don't know if you don't try before we say goodbye. There is one more little thing to help us out if you don't mind. To show us you really care, give this video a share. I know we are sad to watch you go. We'll see you in the comments down below. I like singing with you, Kate.
I like singing with you too, Moxie.
You're up, Moxie.
Moxie B.